Very good.
Every year, the human rights NGO Freedom House publishes a report on internet freedom around the world. 65 countries are assessed, and in the most recent report, the People's Republic of China ranks an impressive last place. This is because of what is called the Great Firewall, one of the world's largest and most comprehensive lists of restricted websites, apps, images and phrases. Everything included cannot be viewed by internet users in China. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google, YouTube, Snapchat, Tumblr, Twitch and Pinterest. Every major media platform in the West is blocked. Other banned websites include most pornography sites, the BBC, online gambling sites, Amazon, the New York Times and Discord. There's even a handy website where you can check if your site is blocked. And it isn't only the big league sites that get banned. Pro-democracy and anti-censorship sites are also restricted, no matter how small they are. Not all of these are banned per se, but made extremely difficult to access. Restricted websites may be moved to page 10 of search results, have their loading speed throttled, or may only partially load. But it isn't just websites that get blocked. Words, phrases and images can all be restricted either temporarily or permanently. One of the most highly censored topics is any information about the Tiananmen Square massacre of 1989. Any mention of the event is prohibited, and phrases like Tankman and 4th of June are banned from being searched or sent over instant messaging. The phrase "Big Yellow Duck" was banned in 2013 after pranksters edited a photograph of Tankman to feature some giant ducks. The 4th of June is humorously known as Chinese Internet Maintenance Day because many websites become slow or stop working entirely in the days leading up to the anniversary, all under the guise of scheduled server repair. Movies and TV shows released in China need to be vetted and potentially edited to fit propaganda rules and decency guidelines. The 2012 James Bond film Skyfall had to have a scene removed where a Chinese security guard is killed, while Men in Black 3 was edited to remove scenes showing a Chinese restaurant worker actually being an alien. Anything that shows China or a Chinese person or dictatorships or authority in a bad light is cut before a Chinese release. Also anything Lugbet related or scenes that are either too violent or too sexual. As you can imagine, audiences were left very confused at the Freddie Mercury film. Other banned media include Plague Inc., Battlefield 4, the film 7 Years Into...
The fuck?
Banned media include Plague Inc.
Hey, same shirt. Look at that. What are the odds?
Inc., Battlefield 4, the film 7 Years in Tibet, can't imagine why, South Park, ASMR videos, movies where animals talk, movies including time travel, and The Big Bang Theory.
They never asked for permission to use my clip.
At least they're doing something right. Contrary to popular belief, Winnie the Pooh is not banned in China. Internet searches for Pooh Bear were temporarily blocked in 2017 when Chinese political dissidents discovered the hilarious fact that the president of China, Xi Jinping, looks like the character. Later still, in February 2018, when party officials agreed to give Xi the presidency for the rest of his life, numerous search phrases were temporarily banned to stop people complaining about the rule change. These phrases include 10,000 years, disagree, shameless, personality, lifelong, and the letter N. The letter N being used in mathematics to denote any number. When the dissidents' rage subsided, these restrictions were, of course, lifted. However, some things you would expect to be banned aren't. The English Wikipedia page for the Tiananmen Square massacre is unblocked. 1984 by George Orwell is completely legal and uncensored. The Mad Max films were rejected from cinema release, but you can get them on DVD or VHS, the same with Back to the Future. The hope being that the tiny percentage of people who actually seek out a DVD are politically insignificant, and the number of Chinese people who can actually read or speak English is a very small percent of the population. Peppa Pig is legal and insanely popular for some reason, despite an otherwise total ban on talking animals in media. James Cameron's Avatar, which shows a native population rising up against a colonialist force.
Maybe that's why it's fucking popular. Because every other talking animal is banned.
Is only illegal in 2D. Cinemas were allowed to show the film in 3D, with Communist Party officials hoping that the viewers would be so amazed by the visuals that they wouldn't pay attention to the message. They were right, but only because
Forsen,
Avatar is
you look
completely
like a certain Austrian man from the 1940s. Oh!
forgettable film. So why keep these things out in the open? Why ban the letter N, which could be used for political dissent, but not a book or a movie that is actually about political dissent? Because otherwise, you'd have nothing to lose if you were to rebel. For party officials, the goal is to give the illusion of political pluralism, just enough to make sure that people don't think they're being restricted. Now, all of this can be circumvented by using a VPN, which encrypts data and bypasses the firewall. There are plenty of Chinese people on Twitter, from government shills to anime artists, and 29% of Chinese people have used a VPN in the past month. Another problem the Chinese government faces is when Chinese citizens go abroad. Unlike the similarly oppressive North Korea, Chinese citizens are free to travel and study in many Western countries, which may expose them to other viewpoints that they'll bring back and spread around the country.
Did Mary come back from the dead
solution
and
is to
cut
set
your
up an...
hair? Why do you have mutton chops? Why does it looks like you are wearing a wing? Did you get inspired by the pedestrians in Vice City Remastered? What happened to the line? You look like shit, Armadillo.
Oh good, that's what I was going for.
almost alternative digital ecosystem, a protective bubble that Chinese citizens don't need or don't want to venture outside of. For example, WeChat, which has made itself the single most important app for any modern Chinese citizen. It's a messaging app, a social media, a money transfer app, gaming, maps, reviews. It even has apps within the app to keep users inside at all times. This is good because it can also be used for surveillance and control, with tracking software included in the code and politically charged messages being automatically deleted. It's no surprise that the CEO of the company behind WeChat is a card-carrying member of the ruling Communist Party. There is also a Chinese equivalent to Google, Amazon and Facebook. When visiting the West to study or travel, there's no need to watch Western media at the hotel or get Western social media when studying in the USA. All the comforts of home are right there on your phone. Or you could even sidestep the foreign travel entirely by visiting one of China's many replicas of famous monuments. Why visit France with its smelly French people, foreign languages and long plane ride when you can just visit the replica in Tiangdecheng? Or visit the much bigger, much more impressive Tower Bridge replica in Jiangsu. Or the even more leaning Tower of Pisa in Shanghai.
Oh my God.
Hey look, they're even building a copy of the Holocaust. There is also the supposed social credit system, where citizens are given a score which rises or falls based on how they live their lives. Positive actions like hard work or loyalty to the regime are rewarded. Negative actions like paying bills late or jaywalking loses you points and privileges,
Holy heck,
like the ability
Forsen.
to board a plane.
Who is this Giddy Chan on my screen right now? Okay, buddy, drop your pants right now. I'll suck your penis. Gotchibus, 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 gotchibus.
I'm good.
Alas, this system does not exist. It was a single proposal by the central government in 2013 and has yet to be acted on at all. Head on over to China and ask them what their social credit score is, and you'll be greeted with a blunt, "Huh?" or "What?" So at least China isn't as bad as that. Is there any hope for the dissidents of the regime? Yes. Using encrypted messaging apps like Signal, a network of ordinary people quietly share around banned articles and resistance information. Dissident groups host their content on Amazon web servers, which encrypts all data passing through it, so censors don't know what traffic is legitimate.
To say that I love your paintings. I know you've gone through great struggles with
What
your
traffic
hair
is
in
from a
your
bat?
life, but I think this new haircut is the best and final solution.